All right, testing. Can you hear now? Looks like it's working. I don't know how it cut off. Okay, please let me know if you can hear me now. That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, Diamond Girl. I appreciate that because I would have went through this whole live for like an hour just talking and been so mad when I went to watch the All right, testing. Testing, testing. Gosh. Okay, technical difficulties. Look, it happens. We're live. This is why everybody loves the lives. So if anybody shows up, if anybody's in here, can you just let me know if you can hear me and if you can hear me well? I had to switch to my old school cord headphones. So can you hear me? Just say a yes if you can or a no if you can't. And if you are just joining, my name is Ebony Christina. I'm a financial coach. Used to be a banker turned financial coach. And what I want to talk about this evening is goal setting for success in 2025. So we are going to be going over some of my goals for 2025 and hoping to inspire you to set some goals that you can achieve this year. So please let me know if you can hear me fine. It looks like the audio is doing well on my end. So I hope you can hear it out there in YouTube world. Let me just make sure, because I for sure was on here talking for like 13 minutes until somebody politely told me that they couldn't hear anything. So, yay. So that's, okay, let me check on my phone, matter of fact. I should have did that the first time. All right, well, this is just going to be a long little live until we get it right. And you know what? I might just start over. I don't have anything to do tonight. This is New Year's Eve. I like to spend it in the house. I'm usually like watching something on TV. But instead, I decided to be TV tonight and just go live on my own channel. But let me just check the audio. Sorry, y'all. I'd rather get it right with the audio than to talk for another 10 or 30 minutes and find out that, okay, thank you so much. Oh my God, I appreciate that. Okay, thank you. And I hope the audio is okay. I'm using my old headphones, but as long as it gets the job done. So thank you so much for saying that, and thank you for jumping in. All right, so I'm going to jump back into, I'm going to skip over my whole little intro, but we are talking about 2025 goals for success this year. So it is New Year's Eve. It's my favorite time of the year because this is the perfect time to be intentional about what you want to see happen the next year. So usually every New Year's Eve, I like will meditate, I'll write down my goals and, be intentional about what I want to see in the new year. So I decided instead of doing that by myself, I should do that on my channel. So I'm going to be doing that with y'all. So throughout this, I hope to inspire you to help you create your own goals for this year, give you some ideas as to how you can be successful. So we can jump over those. So where I left off at was talking about the different areas of our life. So at any given time, these are the 6 primary areas of our life. So you have your faith, which in my opinion is like is the most important area of your life. Right after that is your family, career, finances, relationships, and your health. So at any given time, we are all trying to balance these different areas of our lives. And quite honestly, it's never going to be perfect. All 6 of these will never be fully operating perfectly. I mean, if everything is going well in 5 categories, something's going to be off in 1 category. But what we should do when we're setting goals for the year, look at these different areas of your life and decide where do you want to be intentional about setting goals. One thing you can do is you can set goals for all of these categories. You can set specific goals under faith, family, career, finances, and so on. Or you can focus all of your attention heavily in one particular area of your life. So if you normally focus a lot of your energy on your career, and now it's time to focus on family and relationships, you might want to focus, solely on family relationships and, put less energy in your career. Or vice versa. If you are always so focused on your relationship, but you're not focused on your family or I'm sorry, on your career or finances, then you may want to do the opposite. I think with this year, I am going to be focusing my attention more so in the category of faith, family, as well as career. Those are going to be like my top 3 areas that I want to focus on this year. Primarily, to be honest, career. Last year, I focused a lot on family. And this year, I want to focus more heavily on building my business and increasing my income that way. So think about you in your life. What areas of your life do you want to focus on for this year? Please let me know in the chat. What area of your life for 2025 are you going to be focusing, setting goals in? Where do you want to see the most growth? Is it your career? Is it with your relationships, your health? Really think about that. And that's going to help you to start to create the goals based on, where overall do you want to see growth? Where do you want to see things improve? Okay, so every single year, I always start my goals with a word. I think starting your year with a word is the perfect way to really be intentional about, um, what you see, what your vision is for the year, right? So last year, my word of the year was family. I really wanted to focus on it. I was a newlywed, a new mom, and I just needed to focus all of my attention heavily on family. The year before that, my word of the year was obedience because I was walking heavily in my faith with Christ. So that entire year was all about being obedient. And I do believe that because I was so heavily focused on obedience, it caused me to have a great following year. 2023 or 2024 was, or 2023, sorry, was a great year, and so on. So I think when you start setting goals, think about what is your word of the year. What is the word that is going to really set the tone for what your year is going to be about? So my word of the year is going to be community. And I'm going to be focused on community in multiple different areas of my life, which I'll show you in the next slide. But as I'm thinking about what is important for me this year in 2025, the word is community. So that is what most of my goals are going to be about, all of my attention and how I'm prioritizing my life. It's all going to be set around my goal of building community around myself and building a community for others. So, what is your word of the year? If you already have your word of the year, let me know in the chat. If you haven't had your word of the year, this is a good time to think about, like, is your word of the year, like mine's community, yours could be wealth, it could be relationships, it could be love, it could be, I don't know, it could be any word, just whatever. It could be something that that is meaningful to you and that you can carry with you throughout the year as you navigate these different goals and navigate, the things that you're trying to accomplish. So what does community mean to me? The reason why community is my word of the year, because it's something that I really need to focus on this year. So there's three areas in my life that I am focusing on building communities. First obviously is YouTube. I've been a YouTuber for quite some time now, several years, and I'm ready to take my channel to the next level. And what I've never done before, um, was really focused on building a community within my channel. My channel has been a community before, but as I stopped feeding that community because I was no longer a part of that niche and no longer a part of like what that was. Like I used to be a flight attendant, so my YouTube channel was all about how to become a flight attendant and a flight attendant lifestyle, and I had a community around that. But because I no longer work as a flight attendant, obviously I lost that community. So now I'm focused on building a new community here on YouTube. And this community is going to be all about financial freedom. So if you are somebody who is interested in reaching financial freedom, you're looking to get out of debt, you're looking to build wealth, reach into financial independence, subscribe to the channel because I am dropping videos twice a week, every week, all about financial freedom using my prior experience of working as a banker for Chase. All that information that I gathered working with wealthy clients, I'm going to be using that to help empower you guys to reach financial freedom. So YouTube is going to be the first place I'm going to be looking to build community. Also, in 2024, I moved to Austin, Texas. And I really love it here in Austin, Texas. And Austin has a large community of creators like myself. So I want to find that community of creators and start to go to events, make creator friends, maybe even do some collaboration. But it's really important for me to like really start to get out there in Austin and meet new people and start mingling. So that's something that I'm going to be focused on, is building a community here in Austin, as well as a church. So since moving to Austin, I have not found a church yet. So I'm going to be testing more churches, visiting different churches until I can find a church home for my family. So that's why community is so important to me. It's not just about one area of my life. It's three different areas of my life where community is very important. 2024, I spent a lot of time in isolation. You may have heard people say they were in their isolation season. 2024 was somewhat of an isolation season for me, but it was really good because it allowed me to grow and spend a lot of time with God. But now I think God is calling me out of that season into building and being a part of more communities. So let me know in the chat if you've already thought about what your word of the year is going to be. I love to know that. And I hope you're thinking about being intentional about, leading the year with a word or with a phrase that you can carry with you, because, this year things are going to go up and down, but you can always stay on track by remembering that one word that will keep you motivated. Okay. So now I want to go into my business goal of 2025. So a lot of my goal setting, especially from this point, okay. So a lot of my goals. All right, are we back on? I think I'm back. Okay, so many technical difficulties. It would not, of course, it's my first, this is my first live stream of 2025. And of course, I'm running into the technical difficulties, but y'all, we're going to set these goals this year. So I had to jump on a different camera, but that's okay. Y'all can still see and we're still here. So let's talk about business goals for 2025. That's what I'm focused on very heavily this year, is setting business goals this year. And one of my goals is to 10x my revenue. So I've been a content creator, business owner since 2017. This year, I did well with my revenue, but I didn't actually put a lot of effort into it, if I'm being honest. I was focused so much on family that I didn't actually put a lot of effort and energy into my business. But I was still satisfied with the revenue that I generated from like passive income. So I feel like this year, if I'm going to be putting in more effort, I know I can 10x it. So that is my ambitious goal this year, is to 10x my revenue. And by doing that, I am going to be producing more, which means I'm going to be putting out a lot more content, putting myself out there more, doing a lot more work, actually dedicating my time to growing my business and to really helping to impact people's lives. So this is a really big goal for me, because this is going to kind of really show and prove if I can take my business to the next level. Because I've been doing it pretty well up until this point, but I've been at the same level for a few years now. So it's time to like take it to the next level. So that's what I'm going to be focused on in 2025. So in order to do that, I'm going to be setting SMART goals. Now, you probably have heard of SMART goals. But before I go into that, if you're just joining us, we are talking about setting goals for 2025. So goals for success in 2025. So I'm talking about my goals that I personally have set for 2025, hoping to motivate you, give you some ideas, and encourage you to set your own goals that you can hit and be successful in 2025. So on this channel, I am a financial coach. This year, I am dedicated to helping as many people as possible reach financial success, to get out of debt and reach financial success. So if that's something you are interested in, I welcome you to join our new community that we are growing over here. Join the channel because I will be dropping 2 videos weekly and going live just like this every single week. So with that being said, and then please feel free to say hello. Tell me what your word of the year is. What are the goals that you're trying to achieve? Feel free to chat with me in the comment box. And oh my God, it's midnight. That's why the fireworks are going off. Sorry. Happy New Year's, everybody. Okay, I have to say that. Happy New Year. It is Central Time here in Texas. It's midnight. So happy New Year's to everybody who is watching, anybody who watches the replay. Happy New Year. I'm super excited. I can hear the fireworks going off. So what a blessing it is to see 2025. Like, can y'all believe we are saying it's 2025? Like, we are really living in the future. And but this is a great time to be alive because it is so easy to accomplish your goals nowadays. There is nothing standing in the way from us reaching any goal that we have because we have access to the knowledge. We now have access to the resources. We can put ourselves out there. So there really are no excuses in 2025 for not reaching your goals, as far as I'm concerned. So let's talk about these SMART goals. Have y'all heard about SMART goals? I've been using the SMART goals like method for a very long time, and I find it to be very helpful in creating goals that you can achieve. So SMART goals is an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So when you are setting a goal, your goal must have or should have all 5 of these elements to be a good goal that you can achieve. That's how you know you have literally a SMART goal, when it meets all of these standards. It has to be specific. You have to be able to measure it. It has to be something that you can achieve. You don't want to set a goal that is ridiculous that you can achieve. You want to make goals challenging, yes, but you want to make it achievable. You don't want to set a goal to say that you want to, make $1 million this year if you've never even earned your first dollar as an entrepreneur. So, set achievable goals. Also make your goals relevant to whatever you're trying to accomplish. Make your goal relevant and also make it time bound. And that means, set a time frame so you don't just have this goal going on and on and on. So this is how you create a SMART goal. I've been using this strategy for years. I think I learned this while working at Chase. I believe they taught it to us as bankers when they were teaching us how to meet our sales goals. So SMART goals, I love it. I live by it. If it's your first time learning about it, stick around. We're going to talk more about it. And I think it will change your life in helping you to reach goals. So this is my own personal SMART goal for 2025. So I hope this will help you generate your own. So my SMART goal is I will grow my YouTube channel from 43,000 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers by December 31st, 2025 by posting 2 high-quality videos per week, collaborating with YouTubers quarterly, and pitching to 3 brand deals monthly to secure pitching to 3 brands monthly to secure brand deals. That is a SMART goal. Everything I just went over about it being specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound, that is all within my statement from my SMART goal for 2025. And this is also related to my word of the year. So if you're just joining, I told you I always set a word of the year, and my word of the year is community. I'm building community here on YouTube. I'm building community here in Austin, Texas. And I'm also going to be building community at a new church. So this is my SMART goal. This statement here is going to really dictate all the steps I'm going to be taking in 2025, because my biggest goal is to grow my channel to 100,000 subscribers. I want to build a community over here, number one. So I know if I'm jumping from 43,000 to 100,000, that's definitely building a community. I want to hit that by the end of the year. So that's time bound, it's measurable. So the measurement is jumping from 43,000 to 100,000 subscribers. So as I'm checking my goal throughout the year, I can see, well, how on point am I with my goal? How on track am I with my goal? And it's measurable, it's actionable, it's realistic. It is challenging, to go from 43,000 to 100,000. That is going to be challenging. For me, posting 2 quality videos a week is going to be challenging. So this is definitely going to be a challenging goal for me. But if I follow what this statement says, by the end of the year, I do believe that I am going to 10x my business revenue this year, which I said is my main goal, is to 10x my business revenue. And I'm going to do that by 10xing my output, 10xing my work. So that is a SMART goal. Now, I used to write these out by myself. I used to sit down and try to figure out, okay, this is the S. specific and, the M and the A and the RT. But now with ChatGPT, I just plug the information into ChatGPT. So if you need help creating your own SMART goal, you can just go into ChatGPT, say, help me create a SMART goal for whatever you're trying to accomplish. And ChatGPT will literally create this for you. So I gave ChatGPT just some bullet points as to what I was looking to accomplish and achieve this year. And I told it to create me a SMART goal around that. And this is what it provided me. So if you want to do this for yourself, go ahead and use ChatGPT to help you create your own SMART goal for 2025. And then you can put this somewhere that you're going to see it every day or often, reference it all the time throughout the year so it can keep you on track. And that's what I'm going to be doing for myself. Now, when it comes to collaborating with YouTubers quarterly, that is another thing I want to do in order to build community, in order to, grow my channel and just meet new people and be more social. Collaborating with other YouTubers is really important for channel growth and pitching brands. So I'm really looking to increase my brand deals this year. I mean, I know I can, especially talking about finances, I do believe that I can potentially acquire some significant brand deals. So I am going to put a lot of my energy in putting together a full kit to be able to reach out to brands. And hopefully they like to work with me and would like me to create a video for them and for their product. So I want you to do this. Go into ChatGPT and create your own SMART goal so you can have a realistic goal that you can actually achieve. Okay. So let's move on to the next thing. Now, what we're about to go over now and within the next slide is probably the most important thing when it comes to goal setting. It is the activities you are going to do. So a lot of people, they set goals, but then they just stop there. But you can't just stop there because that's only half the battle. But the real magic is in the activities you do. So it's one thing, and it's great to know what your goals are. So you know what you want to accomplish, and that's good. But what are the steps you're going to take to achieve these goals? This is where the magic happens. And I noticed that a lot of people, they skip this step. They say, okay, this is what I plan to achieve this year. But then they don't say the how. What are you going to do to achieve this? So these are some of the activities that I am going to be doing in order to achieve my goals for 2025. Now, these activities, I'm only going to be focused from January to March. So this is just the first quarter of activities that I need to do that are going to be directly related to the SMART goal that you just saw. That's going to be directly related to my SMART goal that you just saw. So in order to help me achieve my SMART goal, I have come to the conclusion that number one, I need to create a content calendar, because if I'm going to be putting out 2 high quality videos a week, I need to already have everything planned out as to what I'm going to be publishing at least 2 weeks in advance. I also have to be able to create content around how I'm going to share things across different platforms. So I'm going to be sharing things on Facebook or Instagram. If I want to create shorts, put things within my community, my membership. So creating a full content calendar is something that I definitely have to get on. One activity I'm going to do is to post 1 video and 1 new live per week. I've already started doing that, and it's not even the new year yet. So I'm already starting to accomplish my goals for 2025. Some people, they're going to start next week. Me, no. When you start planning for 2025, get ahead of the crowd and start early. So I've already started posting videos. I'm already doing my first live. So if you are not already subscribed to my channel, I am promising you that I'm going to be posting 1 video and 1 live per week for you, focused on helping you to get out of debt and reach financial freedom. So please join this new community. And also, if you're still here in the watching live, give this video a like so it can reach more people and we can grow this community. So the next activity I'm going to do is to research brands that I want to work with. So I said I want to start pitching 3 brands per month to work with me. And I need to research what brands to work with. So they're not going to just fall into my inbox. I wish they would, but I'm not at that point yet, or not anymore. So I got to reach out to these brands. So I need to research what brands are open to working with content creators like myself. And then I need to create a pitch and media kit. I don't already have that. I need to have that yesterday. So that's something I'm going to be working on creating. And I'm going to be using ChatGPT in order to do that. Creating a full pitch and media kit so I can have templates ready and just start sending it out to so many different brands every month and start to secure some of these brand deals so I can 10x that business revenue for this year. And then the last activity I'm going to focus on is contacting YouTubers via Instagram. Right now, you can't contact YouTubers directly on YouTube. So I'm going to contact them on Instagram and see if there's some YouTubers that would like to collaborate. And that will help me to reach more people and grow my own community over here. So if you're watching this and you're a YouTuber, please let me know in the comments if you want to get together and collaborate. We can just be support partners. We can collaborate and do business. And do videos together. But yeah, I'm definitely looking to collaborate and work with more YouTubers this year. So that's something I'm going to be doing, is just putting myself out there and reaching out to people via IG. So those are the activities I'm going to be focused on taking from January to March. Then next quarter, I'm going to have a whole new set of activities I'm going to be doing in order to reach my goal. So I hope you all, by this point, I hope this is motivating you and giving you some ideas at this point as to how you can start creating your own goals. I'm not on here just to, brag about, okay, this is what I want to do this year. These are my goals. A part of me is doing this to hold myself accountable. So a year from now, I can watch this live and see if I, stuck to my goal. But, what I'm really trying to do is encourage you to set your own goals for this year. So you as well, when you look back at the end of the year, you can be proud of the steps you've taken and the accomplishments that you have made. So make sure you start from, if you're just joining, you start from creating your word of the year. Then you want to create your SMART goal, and then you want to create your activities. Okay. Then what do we have after that? So now, this is why I want to encourage you to create your own goal for 2025. So think about what is going to be your word of the year. What is that word going to be that's going to drive all of your intention for next year? Like, what is going to be that word that is going to empower you, that is going to lead you throughout this year? This year, my word of the year is community. I'm building community here on YouTube. I'm building community here in my city. I'm building community at the church. So what is your word of the year? Last year, my word was family. I focused all 2024 in dedicating all my energy in being a wife and mom. But now it's time that I focus back into my career and back into my business. So that's what I'm going to be heavily focused on and balancing in 2025. Before that, my word of the year was obedience. Before that, I think my word of the year was like commitment. So it's just, think of a word that's meaningful to you that you can just really hold with you throughout this year. And then you want to create a SMART goal that is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and also time bound. And you can use ChatGPT to help you create that SMART goal. So don't try to do it on your own. Make sure you use ChatGPT, especially if you're trying to, if you're creating goals around business. Oh my goodness, ChatGPT is like the best business partner, especially when you're up and running as a solopreneur, you're getting started as a content creator, you're starting from the ground up. Using ChatGPT when you don't have a team around you is a godsend. So definitely check it out. And then also I want to encourage you to make sure you do not forget to list the activities you are going to need, the steps you're going to take in order to achieve your goal. Okay, that is the most important step really of all this, because it's the actions that you're going to take that's going to help you to realize your goals. It's the execution that's going to help you to realize your goals. I've always used to say, like, for me, I consider myself a successful person because I'm pleased with the goals I've set and where I've come, at this point in my life. And I think that a lot of the magic was in the execution. It was the fact that I would set goals, and even if they were scary or challenging, I would just execute on it. Even when I was afraid, and I'm afraid all the time, more often than not. I was afraid to get on live today. I was so nervous to get on live, but I did it because it was a goal that I set for myself, and I knew I needed to achieve it because I feel like there's something bigger that I'm supposed to be doing with this. So I pulled that energy from out of me. So make sure you are setting steps, the activities that you are going to take, and hold yourself accountable to actually take the steps, even when you're afraid to do it. When you're afraid to take your life to the next level, or to try something new, that's the best time to do it, because that fear, I feel like you're breaking a barrier that's going to take you to the next level. So don't run away from the fear. Actually, you should really run towards it. That is what I have as well as far as talking about goal setting. I hope it gave you some ideas as to how you can set goals that you can accomplish this year. And I want to come back and look at this live and hopefully be proud that I hit my 100,000 subscribers and I have my full community. There's a few of you guys coming in and I appreciate. Look, right now there's 2 people here watching and I thank God for y'all. I am not lying. Like I would have just been here talking to myself and that would have been fine also. But it's nice that, to have even just a small audience here. If this helps you to just impact your life in some small way, I did what I was supposed to do today, and that's good enough for me. But I hope that a year from now, that 2 will turn into 2,000, maybe even 20,000 on the live. You just never know, especially with YouTube. So let's connect at this point. Please like and subscribe to the channel, but also connect with me personally, especially if you're here. You're like one of the early people who's on with this new journey that I am currently on. So if you want to connect, please feel free to send me a message on YouTube, comment, and let me know. Tell me more about yourself. We can certainly connect. If you're a YouTuber, we can collaborate. If you're here in the Austin, Texas area, especially, I would love to meet new people in real life here in Austin, Texas, as I'm looking to meet more creators. And if I can help you in any way, one thing I am focused on, or the main thing I'm focused on here in 2025, is helping as many people as I can get out of debt and reach financial freedom. I'm using all this information that I've gathered over the years, working in financial services, working with high net worth clients, working with some of the best in the business at Chase Bank. And I'm using all that information I gather, and I want to give it to you guys for free to help you improve your lives. I want to give back to the world in that way. So that is what I'm focused on all this year. So I have a new video coming out this Friday. It's going to be really good. It's called I don't even remember the name, but it's 10 money habit mistakes that you want to avoid. Yeah, 10 poor money habits to avoid. That is dropping this Friday at 8 a.m. Central Time. So if you want to see that, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications so you can know whenever I drop a new video and I go live. And let's see what else. I want to go back. Yeah, so if you are just joining, I'm wrapping up now. I'm almost at an hour. Once again, Happy New Year, everyone. This is 2025. This is the best time to be alive. It is 2025. Anything is possible this year. I mean, we are literally living in the future, so you should feel encouraged. I don't care where you are in the world, what you have going on. I mean, the sky is the limit. Like there is a new horizon. So if you had a crappy 2024, my 2024 was not the best, I'm gonna be honest, but I feel very encouraged about 2025. I'm looking forward to what is coming next. And I hope you are as well. So my goal this year, I'm going to be focused on growing my YouTube channel, impacting as many people as possible. So I want to encourage you as well to make sure you set your own SMART goals. You are not going to get anywhere by just wandering there. You are not going to wander your way into success. You have to be intentional about success, and goal setting is what's going to help you to accomplish that. Before I wrap up, if there's any comments, please shout yourself out. If you have any questions, you can put it in the live chat now. If you're going to be a part of the replay team, make sure you feel free to leave me a comment, ask me any questions that you want. But more importantly, subscribe to the channel so you can join this growing community. You are here from the very beginning, so you could potentially be one of like the founding members of this new community that we're going to be building over here. There's a few of us on today. We're hanging out this evening here on New Year's Eve. But in the months to come, it's going to be a lot more people here. I guarantee it. So jump on this train now, because this year is going to be transformative for so many of us. And I look forward to doing this, a part of a community. They say you get further. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go further, go with others. And I've been going fast a long time, but now I want to take things further, and I want to bring people along with me to make that happen. And also please connect with me on Instagram. Also, I don't think I shout out my Instagram, but you can find me on Instagram at Ebony Christina. Follow me, and you know what? If you follow me tonight, I'll follow you back. How about that? So if anybody's watching, you follow me on Instagram, I will be following you back. So follow me on Instagram and I'll follow you back. Instagram is where you kind of see a little more of my personal life, whereas my YouTube is dedicated more to you guys. It's more professional. It's less about me and more about you all. Okay. So this was fun. I'm a yapper, y'all. So I don't know, I might stick around. I'm not ready to get off yet. It's only 20 minutes past midnight. Happy New Year. If you're just joining in, I hope you are already getting started on a great year. I know it just started, but I hope you just feel good about the year that's to come. I want to take the slides back. One thing I used to do every year One thing I used to do every year is meditation on New Year's Eve. So I'm not the kind of person who would go out on New Year's Eve. I'm more of an in the house person. Even when I used to want to go out on New Year's Eve, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. On New Year's Eve, it's cold and snowy. So I instead like to stay in the house on New Year's and I like to meditate. I like to pray, meditate, set my intention as to how I want this next year to go. So I'm doing that this way, this time through YouTube. But what you've seen me do, if you're just joining, you can watch the replay. I just went over all of my goals for 2025 and showed you how I structured it and how you can set up your own 2025 goals. But yeah, this is what I do every year, and it's something that I'm going to be doing really quarterly. I do this all throughout the year, but I really go intense in the last month of the year is when I don't know, God always inspires me to like do something new. So God inspired me about 3 months ago to focus my attention on helping people reach financial freedom. So I'm going to be obedient and I'm going to do that. I'm not going to waste the talents and the gifts that He gave me. And I'm going to use all this knowledge that I have in my head from my professional experience. And I want to help other people get access to this information and be able to change their lives. Because I was trained working in financial services. I was trained by working at JP Morgan Chase, which is the best, biggest bank in the world. So I learned a lot while working there. And I worked with some very high net worth clients. I worked with some of the top professionals in the industry. So I was just like a sponge, soaking it all up. And what I want to do is give that information away for free because I think financial literacy is not taught enough, as we know, and is information that should be freely available to anybody who is, you know, ambitious, who wants to do better with their lives, who wants to do better with their money. And I don't feel like this information that I've learned over the years should only be um, accessible to people of a certain socioeconomic status. I think everybody should be able to get this information, even if it's just turning on a free YouTube channel. So that is my little gift I'm going to give to the world. And that's what we're going to be focused on my channel this year is helping you to get out of debt and reach financial freedom in 2025. I'm going to be dropping a new video this Friday that's going to be released at 8 a.m. Central Time. And it's called let me get the exact name of it. We're going to be talking about the money habits that you need to avoid. Okay. By all means. You think I would know off the top of my head, but it's the 10 poor money habits to avoid. Okay. So these are going to be the money habits that I noticed that a lot of people have that keeps them poor. So I'm going to go into a lot of detail about that this Friday morning. So make sure you tap in with me, watch the video. I think I'm going to jump off now. I've been on for an hour. I can't believe it, but I like it. I am going to be back in a week. So be sure you join me. So thank you so much for being here. Like the video right now, please do me a favor. That will help this channel to reach more people so we can start to spread more of this free financial literacy. Also share this with somebody who could use some information about how to create their own goals. Everybody doesn't know how to set goals. You know, you think it would be easy to do, but everybody doesn't know how to set like a real goal that they can achieve. So share this with somebody who needs a little outline as to how they can set their own goals for 2025. And lastly, leave me a comment. Talk to me in the comments. I love talking back. If you're going to be watching the replay, feel free to ask any questions and comment. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for tapping in. Thank you so much for joining. I look forward to doing this with you all year long. So we will certainly be back before you know it. But once again, I want to wish you guys a happy new year. Happy New Year. And you know what? Before I go, I want to shout out my new merch collection that you can, let's see, shout out some of my new merch items that I have that you can purchase on my channel. I have a whole store. Like I said, this is going to be a real community. So we are already going to have some like our own items, our mug, drinkwares. I have stuffed animals. Like it's so cool. I just want to have like a full business here on YouTube. So that's my goal for 2025. And one way is to create more products that I can sell. So with my own Mind Your Own Business merch collection, which is a biblical, okay, is from First Thessalonians 4:11. I don't think y'all know. Mind your own business is biblical. So you hear a lot of people say that, but it's actually something that the Lord wants us to do. The Lord wants us to live a quiet life, mind our own business, and work with our hands. So that stays in my heart because I'm very low key. I mind my own business. I don't think about nobody else's life but my own. But also, I literally mind my own business as a business owner. So if you want to get your own mug, even your own stuffed animal, we have cute little bears. Let me grab it. Let me see. I even have our own little stuffed animals here. So the mind your own business little animals. Can't see my own. The mind your own business. I call it like an emotional support bear, you know. And Valentine's Day is coming up, so this could be like the perfect little gift for somebody that you like. This is my own little emotional support bear. I didn't even know I needed this bear as emotional support, but it really is comforting. But yeah, there's just a couple of things. We're going to be talking also. You know what? Also, I have a video coming out the not this Friday, but next Friday. Is already ready. It's currently being edited about how to make money online. Y'all are not going to miss that video. I went into great detail about how you can build your own business in 2025, making money online. And one way is by having your own products, which is why I have started to have my own physical products. This is just going to be one extra stream of passive income, but it's also going to be something that my community and I can share together. So subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications because we're going to be learning about money habits to avoid this Friday. And then next Friday, we're going to be learning about how to make money online. So if you're looking to have some great conversations about money, get out of debt, reach financial freedom, subscribe to the channel. You will not be disappointed. Okay, we are going up. Okay, we up. That's why I be telling my son lately, like it's up. Okay, because great things are about to be happening in 2025. And if you come along on this journey, join this community, great things will be in store for you as well. I'm really encouraged. I'm really excited. And I hope you can share in that energy with me through the screen. So, all right, I'm going to stop talking now, okay? So I got to save some for next week. But thank you so much for being here. Happy New Year to all of you guys across the world. This is going to be a fantastic 2025. God loves you. This is going to be a great year. I hope you feel encouraged, but just make sure you set those goals. Don't forget to set those goals and also make sure you set those activities. So, all right, until next time, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.